Welcome in, guys, to a recap every single NFL team for the 2021 season. I am back with the final team in this series, and we're back in the NFC West. We're here against we're talking about the reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, the newly crowned Super Bowl champions for the 2021 season. And I'm talking about the Los Angeles Rams, who coming into this season, they went all in. You know, for the last couple of years, they've been hanging around the Super Bowl, and you especially remember that 2019, was it that 2018 season when they had Jared Goff. They actually took him to a fucking Super Bowl, and they lost to a Bill Belichick, Tom Brady's New England when they lost to the Patriots that year. But that wasn't the case this year. They went big, and they say like, Jared Goff, we're taking you to the Lions. You can be not Dr. Safari. You can be with Dan Campbell taking kneecaps. And in exchange, we're going to take Matthew Stafford. And I know people are like, Matthew Stafford? Wasn't he bad in Detroit? So what the hell are the Rams doing with this fucking quarterback? And I understand that. And I like the approach by the Rams front office. They're thinking like, this draft class, we maybe not get a good quarterback in this draft. I'm talking about the 2021 draft. Like, we've tried with the young quarterback before with Jared Goff. It didn't work out. How about we go for the here and now, and we go for Matthew Stafford? And Sean McVay's like, I want to bring him in, and I want to see how he is in Los Angeles and how he can perform. But anyway, they got him. And also, you remember from that 2020 season, they had a good defense, but that divisional round that's where they crumbled in the divisional round against Green Bay in 2020. So anyway, like I said, they had Stafford come in, and they did something what Green Bay haven't done. It's like keeping Rodgers around for so long. How about you build around Rodgers? How about you actually try to win it, get an elite level weapons around Rodgers? Like, it's okay having Devontae Adams, but who else would you have in Green Bay? Let's be honest, but I'm not going to talk about Green Bay because I'll recap those guys. But, you know, go for here and now instead of keeping on Rodgers, keeping it again, and you're not going to address the big things that you need. But that's for Green Bay. But anyway, they give up multiple first round picks to Detroit to get Matthew Stafford. And the other great thing that they did, they had Eric Waddle come out of retirement for the defense. Then you had a great trade middle of the season when you had Odell Beckham. He left the Browns he left Baker midfield and came to a winning championship team, and you know, it's done him great because at the age of 29 he finally got to win. He finally got to appear in his first Super Bowl, and he's a Super Bowl champion now. Now, it's sad that he got injured during that Super Bowl game because, you know, if he actually stayed on the field, you know, the Rams would have dealt with the Bengals a lot sooner than they did. But that was kind of a story of kind of the season for the Rams, is that they only won 3 out of 3 games in the division. They had 2 losses against the 49ers team with Jimmy G as quarterback, and then they lost to a Cardinals team before they had that kind of mid-season meltdown and stuff like that. And then you have then you go to the playoffs, and then you don't have any home field advantage. I know that you had the Super Bowl in your stadium, but you wasn't guaranteed you was gonna get to the Super Bowl, and you wasn't gonna any home field advantage in the playoffs. So you had to win 1 or maybe more games in the playoffs to get some advantage in the playoffs. You get to the wild card round, and you beat the Cardinals team, who at this point have really, again, they've had a meltdown mid-season. This is them basically, everything's down for them. They're not thinking, you absolutely destroy the Cardinals. You go into the 49ers, and then you're struggling to defeat a 49ers team with Jimmy G at quarterback. And this is what I say about the defense. It's like, much as you had Whiteworth as the defensive, I know that he's retiring now, but you really need to go and in this offseason get somebody in that defense. But you get the job done. You go to the Super Bowl. You win 23-20. But before that, you go into that Tampa Bay game, and you're destroying the at this time the current Super Bowl champions in Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 27-3, and then Tom Brady comes back as the legend as he is, and he's dominating that second quarter, that second half of the game, and then it goes into like you're going into a tie game. Matthew Stafford gets this makes a big call, and he throws it into a field goal range. You get a field goal, you win that game on a field goal, go to the Super Bowl. And then you go to the Super Bowl with the Bengals, who, at some points, you had a dominant first half, and then, after the thing with Odell Beckham, you could see after Odell Beckham got injured that the Rams wasn't the same in that game. But they got the job done. Matthew Stafford does a late throw, and he gets to Cooper Kupp, who ultimately gets the winning touchdown for the Super Bowl. And overall, it's great. And the free agency that they have in the off season, which I'm going to talk about, Odell Beckham. I know that he's injured, but so he may come back as as he's rehabbing his injury, and then they may give him another year. Say, we're gonna give you a year to rest and heal your injuries, and then come back next year for 2023, and then see what we have then, because you'll be like 31 then. So what happens then? Robert Woods has gone to the Titans, so it's a big loss of wide receiver. Von Miller, another big loss that they got in the 2020 season. He went to the Bills. They need to get under the salary cap, but I think with those guys that have been released and let go, that they're going to get under the salary cap. And the signings that they have, they've gone in big in this offseason. They've got Bobby Wagner. They need a left tackle, and they got Bobby Wagner from the Seahawks, and they got Allen Robinson from the Bears. He's left Bears football. He's playing championship winning team. He's to the left. Chicago, and he's going to California. And is he going to start every game? I don't think he's going to start every game, but he's a good option that if you need a wide receiver and you got one of your main guys out, you can bring him in. And this is good for Allen Robinson. He needed a change out of Chicago, let's be honest, because he for a while has been mid for a while in Chicago, and him going to a new team, he needed it. And maybe he's going to have the Stafford effect where he sees these winners around him and he's not around shit like Santos and whoever else is in the Bears. And maybe he's going to start being a good player again, but who knows. Whiteworth is retiring. You also had Joe Noteboom came back. Brian Allen came back. Kevin O'Connell, that's the big loss you had in this offseason. Kevin O'Connell, who came from the Sean McVay coaching tree, he's gone to the Vikings after Mike Zimmer got fired. So, that's going to be a big transition. Your defensive, the help that you need is helping that secondary and the defense, and then you need some inside help on the defensive core. That's what you need. But overall, I like the acquisition of Bobby Wagner. Allen Robinson's a good signing, good acquisition. I don't know who they're going to bring in the free agency. If they're going to bring any more people in, if Odell Beckham's going to stay, like I said. But if they want to keep winning more Super Bowls, they have to go for the here and now and get the big names. Peace.